Done. Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and I've absolutely nailed the Christmas clap, ladies and gentlemen. Very Merry Christmas to you all. This is going to be the Christmas edition of the Spfl show, and my present from me to thee is listening to Ryan this week. So, Merry Christmas. That's because you've all been great all damn year. But as you can see, the two boys that didn't let us down, we're going to start off with Sharp Deck the Halls. Can I just say, by the way, before we go any further, we did not mention that we were going to be changing our names. We didn't put any Christmas, we never mentioned it. We all loaded in at the exact same time with Christmas puns. So, super. Phenomenal, lad. But Sharp Deck the Halls, how's it going, brother?
Oh, let me take my glasses off for a sec to get a bit. This is mental, I'm not going to lie. I feel very strange, but you know, it's Christmas. I'm feeling jolly. And yeah, pretty much what CJ said. None of us orchestrated this, it just kind of happened. So that's what glorious. Merry Christmas to everybody when it comes.
That's it. And then you've got the best thing to happen to Scottish YouTube all year.
Oh, I love it.
It's Gogsy with a full Santa gear. Gogsy.
Oh my God.
How's it going, brother?
Oh, hello. How's it going, everyone? Father Gogsmith here, and let's just get cracking, boys.
Because you've got a busy couple of days coming ahead, haven't you? Father Christmas.
Oh, I do. I need to start rapping very soon.
Yeah, you better get to it. Anyway, lads, we're going to have a wee bit of fun with that. Hopefully, you guys as well have in the comments. Shout out to everyone that's there. You've got me, James Hunter saying Merry Christmas, lads. Merry Christmas to you, brother. Santa Gogs comes up from Bradley. So shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. We're going to be reflecting and talking to you guys all the way through the show. Again, this is going to be the last show of the year, so we're going to have a bit of fun, but obviously we need to talk about the football and that as well. So we're going to start off, and I'm going to revert to yourself, Gogsy, because you are dressed like Santa. Oh. I'm loving it. The people's loving it. Right. So which game would you like to start off with, mate?
I would like to present to everyone the Kilmarnock 0, Motherwell 1 game. We'll start off with that because it's an absolutely terrible match.
Lovely.
And, you know, we like to start off at a low quality and then we build it up. So,
that's it.
So it was a Christmas carol for Motherwell as Jake Carroll scored a free kick.
Did you know he what he said the first time? Did you know before he introduced the game, he went, "I'm going to present you the game." He snapped. He's actually snapped. Right,
I love it. I love it. Absolute dad humour from the father.
That is. Jake Carroll's free kick was enough to see the Sealmen take all 3 points in Ayrshire to leapfrog Aberdeen back into third place. Kilmarnock were very wasteful in front of goal, with Mark Gillespie making several saves and ensured that he got his 4th clean sheet in 5 games. Kilmarnock missed chances through Eamon Brophy. Like, he had about 3 great chances, and I mean, Kilmarnock should have real sight, but thankfully for me, they didn't score at all, and it's a very Merry Christmas here in Fife.
I mean, you're up to third. That's a perfect present for you, you know, because it looked like it was starting to slip away after the last couple of results. Back up to third. Right, I want to just bring the most obvious one because there's a lot of discussion about the goal itself. Some people are saying it's a brilliant piece of skill, and other people are saying the goalkeeper should be shot. So where are you sitting? I want to go with yourself, Div, because I feel like I know what Gogs is going to say. Where do you sit in this divide? Because there is an actual debate about this one. Is it the goalie's fault or is it a piece of brilliance?
You know what? It didn't really tickle my tinsel, if I'm being quite honest with you. I think the goalie's got that wrong. Do you know what? Credit to Carroll because he gives a good strike, a decent enough strike, but it's not in the corner. A
Christmas carol, you could say.
A Christmas carol. Got in Gogsy's words. Well done, Gogsy. I don't think it was worthy of going in the net. I think the goalie's got to do better. The goalie sets his wall up. He takes a step to the wrong side and it's enough to wrong foot him and he starts having a go at his wall as well. It goes. Yeah. It's a bad wall. It's a terrible wall, and the goalie's just shocking there. But listen, credit to the Motherwell player Carroll. He hits the target with a little bit of velocity, and it's in the back of the net. And Gogsy's absolutely laughing all the way to the Christmas turkey.
Ho ho ho!
I'm actually kind of sitting with you, Div, after seeing that goal. Like, I just think it's so strange because you've got the entire wall screaming at the goalkeeper, and then you've got the goalkeeper screaming at the wall. Like, what they doing, man? It's literally hit right at his side. Clearly, he doesn't believe in his wall. That's why he's took the 3 or 4 steps along after just as the boy's taking it. So I think it's the goalie's fault. He's messed it up. But Gogsy, how do you feel, mate? Do you see it as a bit of a goalie error, or do you see it as a bit of brilliance for Carroll?
watching back, well, initially I thought it was a bit of brilliance from Carroll, but watching back in the highlights, I thought the keeper should be the one to blame here. I mean, he does take a wee step. He took a step to the left, and by that point it was too late for him to come it back to getting the ball, and I think that's what got the goal for us. Was the fact that the keeper committed to the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's a terrible piece of goalkeeping.
And I'm not want to be like white to the game. If it was kind of a terrible game, like there were some random shots. I don't know how it felt for you, but I just felt like they were like, on Christmas board. They just started hitting long shots. They were having shots of 30 yards. We've obviously got Broves who absolutely missed a sitter, by the way. Let's talk about that very, very briefly. Gets it cut in 1-0 late in the game, should score, smashes it way over the bar. But later on in the game, he has two fantastic shots that Gillespie does phenomenal saves with. So it was one of the games that was hit and miss for the majority of it. But there was a couple of moments where you thought, all right, there's a game in here. Just want to shout out, by the way, Glasgow Rangers. He writes, Merry Christmas, lads. Hearts focusing on avoiding relegation. Thank you so much, and thank you for the donation, brother. But it's just a game of football. It's one of the reasons why we get called Tin Pop. Just a random game. What was your overall thoughts, Steve?
Brophy's got to do better on his chances. There was one chance that I think he done really well in, and we spoke about the goalkeeper for Kelly not having a good day. Listen, Gillespie I thought was brilliant. Two saves that he made were class, especially the one towards the end of the game. He was brilliant. He was good against Rangers as well, and the other game the other day as well. And I thought I've just got to highlight his performance. Thought he was great. Brophy, on the other hand, the chance in the 6-yarder, he's got to score that. He's got to put that in the net. Just hit the target. He's leaning back. He's got his body shape all wrong, and it is flying way over the bar. I thought that was terrible for him, and I thought Kelly had decent enough chances. But CJ, you're right. There was just a lot of hit and hopes. Like I remember one for O'Donnell. It was like the
50 yards.
It was a P-roller. Do you know what I mean? It was not great at all.
Right. There is two things I want to just get your opinions on, because obviously got the manager for Kilmarnock, which we'll finish on. But I want to speak about the Chris Long goal that was ruled for offside. Gogs at 99er. For the replays, I honestly can't tell you. You were at the game. Was it offside?
At the time, watching the game live, I thought it was onside, but looking back, I thought he was just off. But I actually think the original shot was good. So if Chris Long leaves it, it's either hitting the post or it's going in.
Right. So you think he's kind of done a nanny there and stole the goal before it went over the line?
But I'm not bothered because we won the game, so
got the 3 points.
That's all that matters. So anything that goes against us.
I thought it was very, very close, but I just think it was just slightly offside. Right, now we've got one other main thing I want the people's opinion as well that's tuning into this week's episode. Obviously, Kilmarnock sacked the manager. Dev, you've been working hard on the Spfl Instagram for the last wee while, keeping updated constantly. I mean, you let us know about this about 10 minutes before it actually broke to normal Twitter. So what the actual hell happened? What's going on here?
Yep, Angelo Alessio, relieved of his duties as Kilmarnock manager, sitting 5th in the table. You know, we highlighted, we highlighted on last week's show the fact that Kelly haven't been playing the greatest football, but they've been picking up results. If we go back to the start of the season, he had one of the worst results, probably Scottish European history, versus the amateur Welsh team, well, semi-amateur or whatever. That was a terrible result for him. But listen, after that, he started to pick up, started to get results. Pedro Caixinha for Kelly. I don't think they'll take too well to him if he starts speaking Portuguese in the dressing room. I'm sure we'll go into that. But listen, he lost a lot of good players. He lost a lot of the spine. He lost a lot of decent players that Steve Clarke had. He was trying to change it up. And I don't think 5th is that bad. I don't think he was doing a terrible job. Don't think they're doing a terrible job. Kilmarnock put out a statement, and they said there was a bit of a breakdown in communication at points. They says that Angelo Alessio at half-time was speaking in his native tongue to his assistant. I mean, what do you want him to do?
This is a dangerous place.
We spoke about Pochettino. See, as soon as it happened, you remember Pochettino for a good couple years, even I think
for the first 6 months he Spurs. So Southampton, he never spoke one English interview in Southampton.
And I'm positive that Angelo Alessio wasn't just sitting in the Kilmarnock dressing room just speaking. in his language. He would have tried to relay bits. But that's what happens when a manager comes over. He's a foreign manager, he's still learning English. I'm pretty sure he didn't just sit there and speak Italian the full time.
No,
I thought that was a horrible terrible reason, I thought, to be letting him go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before I ask for your opinion, guys, so just a shout out to Big Gary's donated £2 to the chat. He says, Merry Christmas, and my boys in purple, SYT. Love you, Big Ian. Very Merry Christmas to yourself as well. But Gogsy, what was your initial thoughts when you heard that Kilmarnock sacked their manager? Just very briefly, what's it?
I thought it was absurd because, well, in my opinion, what would Kilmarnock expect to have as a good season? I think Kilmarnock, who 2 or 3 years ago they were fighting for relegation, and now that they're in the top half of the table, I'd like to say comfortably, because I mean there's not enough teams that I would say this season are good enough to reach the top 6. It's just really strange, and it's clear that they're not good enough to be top 4 material this season because of what Alessio's done. I don't think some of the players he's brought in is maybe good enough. For example, the keeper that made that error on Saturday. But I mean, it's a really funny one. We'll have to just see what happens in the January transfer window.
Yeah,
I'll be very interested to see who is their man then, you know what I mean? Because there was a lot of talked up with the lad, who's going to be the guy they go out and get and bring in that's going to be backed. I know there's a guy in there that knew, but I think we all agree that I don't think he's going to be the full-time manager.
I think he'll get it, mate.
Do you think so? Do you think they'll go cheap?
Yeah, well, there's a rumour that he was offered the job in the summer and they rejected it. He says he wasn't ready to take it. So I think he might take it now. I think he might think he's ready to take the job, and I think that's the thing. That was the thing that sprung to my mind straight away. As somebody came available that Kelly think they can go and get, so they've just used any excuse to get rid of Alessio. Somebody who's going to come in and do a great job. But the rumour is that the guy who's got the job at the moment got offered it in the summer and he rejected it. So
really, okay.
I don't know. We'll see what's going on for there.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see what Kilmarnock, and it's just their expectations. I mean, what did they expect? They sold one of their best players to Celtic for very, very little money just before the transfer window ended. I mean, they've lost a big player there, a very important player for them, never replaced them. I think it's absolutely bonkers. Like, honestly, I know David Goggs kind of said it, but very briefly, I think it's a ludicrous decision. You brought in a guy there, he's brought in a lot of players, a lot of guys from Juventus and that as well. He's bringing the reputation of the club up as well. I think personally, there's people starting to talk about it. You see a style of play from I wouldn't say, I always say negative, but you get what I mean by that. I mean, like anti-football, kind of defensive. That's what I mean when I say negative. To a team that wants to play football the right way. It was 3-4 months into a job that was going to take a wee bit of time. No patience, sacked. Knew all the players that they brought in from Juventus, these Italian-speaking players all want to leave again. They want to go. That's so then they're going to have to bring other players in. Then there's going to be a transfer, like a period there, a transitional period with the new players coming in. So they're going to sack the new manager with the next 5 months when that isn't going to plan. Like, where's the brains? I just didn't understand this. It's ludicrous. It's stupid.
And if you look at it, he was on the up. He was on the up.
Yeah.
He started low, very low, and it was always a hard job, I think, to take over Steve Clark. He'd done a great job with Kelly, getting them to third place, but it was on the up. I thought it was a bit of a terrible excuse to be letting him go. Feel for him, I really do. There's some people in the comments actually that are kind of referencing the fact that Ross County have got a couple of managers. They've got 2 managers, didn't they? So why don't us three apply for the Kelly job, and why don't we all take charge and take Kelly back to where they're supposed to be?
Where's that boat?
Relegation.
Aye, probably. Relegation. That's where they're supposed to be, Kelly.
Sorry, Cam, we know you watch the show every week, mate. We love you, brother. But anyway, that's not speaking about this game. It's a very interesting decision. But we're going to go from one team where like managers bonkers to another team. Because Dev, no offense, brother, I'm going to take the lead in this one because there's a game I want to speak about next, right? Ooh. And it's been on my mind since it's finished. It's going to be the Hearts game. It needs to be the Hearts game. Probably the most vital game of the weekend, or the game that should be talked about enough. Is this ludicrous game, Hearts versus Hamilton, where they got beat of Hamilton. This was the game now, right? The managers came in, right? They lost their first game, blah, blah, blah. Had a couple of days. This was the game we were supposed to see everyone rallying. They had a wee bit of time, the players. Where is it? I can't have chances, but where is it?
They also had Ikpeazu back and Stephen Naismith.
Had them both up top. I mean, Naismith was moaning his absolute arse off the entire game, which we're going to get to in a minute. But
Yeah.
out to Stacey Devlin, by the way, she donates $1.99 to the chat. Thank you so much. But just as a game of football, I watched this, right? And I think we were all expecting Hearts. I think I picked Hamilton, to be fair. But I think like we all in our hearts expected them to come away with a win. You know, managers boost, players coming back, good players. But if that result doesn't just sum up there's something wrong at that football club, nothing else will to me. There's a poison in there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the fact that Craig Levine's still there. I don't know what's going on with the players. They didn't look like they like each other. They didn't look like they're getting on with each other. There is some poisonous in Hearts. If it doesn't get fixed, they are going to get relegated. They're not too good to go down. They will get relegated. But Dev, what was your thoughts on the game, mate?
I agree with CJ. Budgement day is coming. That's all I'm saying. Listen, Hearts have got to at least get a draw for this game. At least. But credit to Hamilton, that first goal from Miller was exceptional. A brilliant finish.
He's starting to grow on me a wee bit. He scored a couple of screamers so far. I mean, he scored 2 out of the box versus Kilmarnock a couple of weeks ago. He's got a wee bit of ability in him. He's starting to get the chance. He looks like he's got the confidence now. You know when Dykes was struggling for confidence, he gets it, gets a big goal versus Celtic. You see his shoulders got. He's starting to get that about him. Very, very impressed. But what a goal. Because they were under the cosh. Hearts were creating chances. They hit the bar.
They were.
But fuck me, what a goal.
Hearts had a good few chances in the first half especially. I thought they kind of dominated the first half, but they weren't able to take their chance. They've scored 1 goal in 3 games under Stendhal, I believe, and obviously that was a Basanic header towards the end of this game, but it was already done. And in fact, Muller actually set up the second goal as well for Hamilton, some really good wing work, crossed it in, and it was a bit of it wasn't the great shot, but it ended up in the back of the net, 2-0 Hamilton.
You've kind of stole my next note there, mate. I was actually going to go on and talk about Miller because I think, yes, the goal and everything's good for Hamilton, but if you go back and look at his determination, he's got 3 Hearts players on him. He's got his back away at goal. He manages to turn on. He manages to sprint to the byline, and the ball looks like he's kind of overran it, but he doesn't give up on it. He kicks in, and not only does he get to the ball, he also whips a fantastic ball into the box. I think Oakley misses it, and then the big boy turns in with a nice little finish there after that. But very, very impressed. But something I wasn't impressed with was Stephen Naismith in this game, and it's no because I didn't like him when he left. If you go and watch the highlights of this game, which I do ask every single person to do, by the way, if you check every highlight by Hearts, every single time there's a miss or he doesn't get the ball, he's slamming the ground and having to be calmed down by his own players. Now, me and you, Dev, we like a wee moan when we play football. Gogsy can sort of adjust that. But we also...
justify standards, CJ.
We want to win. We like to moan, we like to be aggressive, we like to shout, but also with the encouragement. I'm not seeing any encouragement. That's their captain. And he's having to be calmed down and pulled away for 3 players because he isn't getting a cutback. Like, there's some... I mean, I don't want to keep saying it, but it's fucking broken in that entire squad. And Naismith just seems to be someone who expects too much for himself. I think that's it. He's expecting to be old Naismith. It's not working. He misses clear-cut chances again. But instead of blaming himself, he's blaming his players, and he's the captain. Fucking need to get him out, in my personal opinion.
You've hit the nail on the head there. You hit the nail on the head. He's got to do better. He's got to do his own job first before he starts moaning at the rest of the players. The players will look at him as the leader, obviously as the captain. He's the most experienced player at the lot. He's played at a really high level. He's done it in the biggest stage, Premier League, Old Firm games, a lot. And I think he should just have a wee bit more understanding with the players around him, try and pick them up. I can understand that Hearts is an absolute shit show at the moment. There's no bounce, there's no want whatsoever. That's why Miller is getting on the end of that, getting it in the box, because Hamilton, quite frankly, wanted it. And this is very worrying for Hearts fans because there's been a new manager. There's supposed to be a little bounce after that. There's absolutely none. You go into this relegation battle. In fact, that's the second relegation battle in as many weeks. And they've came up short in both. So it's pretty embarrassing for Hearts. They've got to do better. But I don't see it happening.
Wolf kind of nails it for me. He says, if we don't remove Budge and her cronies, I believe our club will crumble. I think the club is certainly beginning to crumble, and I don't know what the fans need to do. Do they need to start again? They've just got a new manager. Like, what did they do, man? It must be so frustrating for them seeing them just absolutely roasted. Oh, well, aye. That's true. They're stuck there, and I just think they've gave players there that's no... I know they're linked with like bringing Kyle Lafferty and all that back, but that's the big story. Like, he's going to come back and help them, but they've gave money there and contracts to aging players who just can't date now.
Yeah,
and it's injury prone. Gogsy, before the show, you let us know that Naismith is now injured again. Now, is that a real injury? Or
From what I've heard, yeah.
Or is
It's
it
a great shout.
bags there?
I don't know.
He's away to Barbados, mate.
Aye.
Don't know, mate. But I think they should have a new director of football called Jurgen Dunn.
All right, okay, wow. Carry on.
Do you get it?
No, I don't.
You're
Don't. I'm
Jurgen
sorry.
Dunn.
Dev.
Oh.
I just wanted to put him on the spot there because I knew.
I like
did you
that.
see him panic? Because he thought we were going to laugh, but because
I got a wee bit. Honestly, mate, I'm not going to lie. I got a wee bit of lag. I didn't hear it. But that's all right. That's actually all right. Sorry, guys. Listen, my only New Year resolution is for you to get a better Wi-Fi. That's what I want.
Oh
In
my
2020, getting into this new decade, we must get Gogsy Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Definitely.
New decade,
You need
new
to stop-
Wi-Fi router.
You need to stop using your neighbours. You need to stop it.
I know.
Because he's about 10
No.
miles down in the next farm. Do you know what I mean?
That's just like that's what it's like. That's what it's like up here in Lapland. You know, it's very hard.
He's using David Turnbull's knee to power his Wi-Fi. That's what's going on. Right, we're going to move on to the next game, and Dev, I'm going to hand this over to you. I think I know what game you're actually going to pick, but knowing like what you like today, I think it's a certain game which I'm going to put in the comments, but I'm not going to tell you.
Like, when you go in, you find it in the comments.
Right, mate, on you go. Don't look at the comments, but what game are you picking, mate?
Listen, I'm going with a 0-0, of course.
Of course,
You know what? You know what? CJ.
no,
Listen, I thought this game's a more exciting game than the Gogsy game, to be quite honest with you. But I was still going to pick this. I thought there was a number of chances in this game.
So many.
There always is with St Mirren. I thought this could have been 2 each, 3 each. There could have been a lot of goals in this match. But just due to the calibre, the players, I think, it ended 0-0.
I've got that in my notes, mate. I mean, it was a shooting gallery with no bullets. Like it was just,
I like that.
just shooting back.
Shooting
Honestly.
blanks, mate.
They've just not got that bit of quality, and that's what I feel bad. I say it every single week. St Mirren play nice football, they create chances, but they just didn't have a goal scorer. And you could argue on the other end, St Johnstone are the same. Michael Halloran was in behind twice, I believe. You brought Stevie May on to get you a goal. Okay. It's just one of these things.
Wasn't very good. Obika has got a bit about him. I think I've said it many times. Like,
it's physical. He's a bit like Ipsky.
Physical,
Hearts.
That's a great one, Neil CJ. I like that.
Like he's physical, but he doesn't bring. He's
aye.
no scoring consistently enough for me.
No. I think he has got 7 league goals, right? But it seems to be that he scores a couple. And then they did. To be fair, the ones last week they were atrocious, weren't they?
Every one of them hit over.
7 league goals isn't too bad, but for the amount of chances that St Mirren are actually generating in games, I think he should do a wee bit better. He did have a chance in the game as well, where he was able to get himself a wee yard of space. It was actually a really good play, and it was a terrible shot. It really was. So I think the story for this game is it was not good finishing.
Yeah, I feel like if St Mirren could just get, again, it's easier said than done, but get a goal scorer, like it's a bit more consistent, or someone to play alongside the big man, you know what I mean? Because the big man brings play,
Right.
He's good at bringing it down, he's good at creating chances, and he occupies defenders, but they've not got that other player that's stepping up and scoring goals, and that's where the problem is. St Johnstone, we've spoken about length this year. I just think they're shit.
I just also think that.
I just didn't see it. Like they've got Kane and May. That is the most depressing strikers I've ever seen. Can you imagine that being in your club? Like, what goals?
Mate.
You've got May or Kane.
That's a quick sale, so it is. That is a
quick sale.
Right.
Shout out to the 19th Commander, by the way, donated 79 pence in. I think we all remember that from last year's SPFL show, so shout out to him. Rob Wilson donates £10 to the chat. Says, great show, guys. Thank you so much, mate. That is legendary.
Thanks,
But over yourself, Gogsy, what do you think about this 0-0 game, son, as you're sitting there in your Santa shoes?
Well, I would like to bring up the fact that Kennedy died for a penalty, I'm pretty sure.
He did indeed.
Kennedy!
Kennedy.
I knew you were going to mention that, because I like him.
Yeah.
But,
And O'Halloran missed yet another one-on-one.
It's every single week,
You'd
mate.
say by Wacky,
can he
but
finish?
It's
It's
every week. I just don't think they believe that they're going to score at all.
That's such a very, very good point, mate. I feel like Hendry's got something about him, but they obviously didn't believe in him enough. Like, they keep playing all their boys ahead of him or getting him, but they've got someone there. But Michael O'Halloran, again, missed so many chances. But I think, just to sum up very, very briefly about the Kennedy dive, I think we all agree. I never mentioned it because I quite like Kennedy, and I think it just slipped my mind. But for me, he completely turns into him when he dives.
I do not know why he's trying to get a penalty because St Johnstone are notoriously bad at hitting them.
You've got Stevie May stepping up, son. Stay on your feet. There's no point.
Tommy Wright should come on and take the next one. I think he would do a better job than some of them.
Diving for a penalty.
He's anticipating the contact, and as soon as the boy's hand touches him, it's not a foul. It's not a foul. He just hits the deck. It is embarrassing.
I mean, I just didn't understand why you would dive for a penalty when Stevie May is going to take it. You may as well have a shot for 58 yards out.
Tell
You
me
may as well shoot for your goalie. You've got maybe a chance to score, but give the pens to the fans. I love that. I don't know why it tickled me, but anyway, let's move on to the next game then, and we're back to you, Father Gogsmith. Which game would you like to discuss?
I would like to talk. I would like to talk about Livingston 4, Ross County 0. What a result for Livingston! Yeah, the Dykes hat-trick. But first of all, Ricky Lamie scored the opener after another long throw-in from Livy. Then Dykes hammered home a second goal, which was a great delivery by Sarkic into the box, and then it eventually found Dykes. And he made it 3-0 from a cut-back, and the fourth goal was a fantastic delivery by Butley, and Dykes doing what he does best and just put it into the back of the net. And that is the first. It is the first Livingston player to score a hat-trick in the top flight.
Oh, mate.
Delicious.
I like that. But also, was it not a perfect hat-trick? You got a right foot, left foot.
It was a perfect hat-trick.
Yeah.
Perfect hat-trick, yes.
Aye, for the big man.
And that's...
When you go, Gogs?
Good.
God, son,
right.
I was going to say, I was very impressed with Bartley. I know Dykes is going to get a lot of the credit for scoring a hat-trick, but I thought once again he was the driving force in that team, and you see that with the fourth goal. Power, pace, running through, and he's got the quality. He's got a bit about him. A couple of his shots went very close to scoring, and he's someone to me who's grown in stature in the league. Like, he's getting better and better and better. I'm being very, very impressed with him. I know he's been around the block a wee bit a while, but I feel like he's starting to believe in himself a bit more. But Dykes, again, man, I like this guy. Like, genuinely, Big Dykes is good. Like, they're going to be seeing him all Christmas. Honestly, they'll be seeing Dykes for Christmas. Like, left foot, right foot, and the header, he's got everything about him. But did you notice his first goal was very reminiscent of a YouTuber's first goal versus Falkirk, just waiting for the ball to come across and drilling it? But I don't know who scored that. But
I can't remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't mind.
You bastard.
But
he's a ruined Christmas. He's a ruined them.
That is Livingston unbeaten in 5 games now.
That's since getting beat of Celtic, isn't it? That's right.
Aye.
That's good because they were, you remember they were in that 11 game streak where they were losing every week. They hadn't won in 11 games now. Starting to pick up the points again. You've got Dykes scoring goals, you're creating chances, and I've got a message coming in. My Chinese is here.
I was convinced that was Gogsy's chickens in the backyard in there.
No, the backyard, it probably is. We're in the same room.
Jesus.
That's my Chinese outside, lads. But it's fine. It's fine. We're dedicated to the SPFL show. But very impressed with Livingston. Strong, powerful. You've kind of summed up there perfectly, Gogsy, as you always do, reading straight from a BBC website.
Excuse me.
Set piece delivery was on point. Phenomenal. Could have scored more, but very impressed with Big Dykes.
I did it in my own words this week.
Thanks, Gogsy. Thanks, mate. Anything you want to say, Div?
No, not much. Just that I seen a comment and it says that Dykes is tasty, man, and I couldn't agree more. He is delicious.
Oh, I know.
And I seen another comment that I would like to just ask a question. Well, somebody says that their dad met Michael Harden in a pub. Was it the Brazen Heat? I don't know. You let me know. But what was that comment? What did they say? I missed that. I was too busy.
Is someone killing their Christmas turkey? I love that, mate. I wonder what it'd be like to meet Michael Halloran. I bet if you tried to shake his hand, he would just run by you. Just
probably
just like tip to the side.
Like from he's actually trying to shake your hand, but he just like fucks off somewhere else about a mile down the road.
He's trying fist bump instead.
Gogsy, it's like rude. You say something, but your voice is still in 2018. Honestly, that's what I'm being.
My big memory of Michael Halloran, very briefly, is remember when Pedro made the free changes versus Motherwell and brought him on, played him at right back.
Oh,
I mean, what a time to be alive, lads! But anyway, let's let's move on to the next game, and it was back to yourself, Div. Let's go with yourself.
Oh, it's back to me. Let's go with, there's only 2 games I can pick for you, isn't there? There's only 2. We'll go with Celtic Aberdeen. Why not? I think Celtic got the early goal, and you're thinking it's going to be the usual when it's Celtic versus Aberdeen. It's going to be a rout. But credit Aberdeen, they were actually able to get back on the score sheet through Cosgrove with a decent finish. I think that Fraser Foster's got to do a lot better there. I think he's 6'7". The ball's throw him. It's a looping ball from McGinn into the 6-yard box. The goalie's got to come and get that. But anyway, he scores. And although they'd scored, I think Celtic just had way too many chances. They were pretty dominant in the game of football. And then it showed in the second half through Edward getting himself back on the score sheet. There was a big talking point through a Sam Cosgrove tackle. We all know he likes to get right in amongst it. We've already kind of discussed it. I would like to open up to the floor to you guys. I would love to know your opinions on this situation. CJ, what's your opinion, bro?
Right, we're going to go. There's a lot of comments coming and saying, was that red? Was that red? Right, I've got 2 opinions on this one, right? My first one, my initial thought was it's a red card because of the intention, it's lunging, blah, blah, blah. And then I've seen it, and yes, he does get the ball, and in a perfect world, I think that shouldn't be a red card. But I go back to last year versus Aberdeen, where Ryan Jack got sent off for a Stevie May challenge, where he clearly got the ball, but his follow through caught May, and they hanged that as as a dangerous challenge. And I just feel like that's where we are in football now. You can't do it anymore. Like, whether we agree with it or no, which I like to see challenges. I like to get stuck in. I like to do that, but the game these days is far too soft, and you're always getting sent off, especially when the other player's acting up. Like, there's been comments by Derek McInnes after the game saying that IR was winking and laughing to him as he was sent off the park and everything like that. And you've got fannies that play act it. You've got referees that have been told to be overly harsh with that. The game's kind of dead these days. You can't make any touches. You've got boys floating about. So for me, I agree with the red card. Let's put it that way. Gogs?
Right, here we go. So,
oh my God.
My opinion, I want it not to be a red card because he won the ball, and but then again he falls through, and both feet were off the deck as he was making the challenge. Therefore, it is a red card, and he's going in at high velocity, as you said, Div, previously, and it's just the speed of the tackle that is, unfortunately, the characteristics of a red card offence, and it's a shame, and that's how soft the game's going these days.
A lot of comments coming in saying that it's a red, it's not a red, a lot of split decisions in there.
People just didn't agree on it. I've never seen anything so splitting in the comment section my entire life. Do I think the red card changed out hanging the game? I'm going to be honest.
Probably
not. No, definite, but I feel like Celtic were making so many chances in the game of football. In fact, they were making more chances when it was 11 versus 11 than when they did versus 10, because Aberdeen sort of shut up shop and just kind of defended it for there. But do you agree with it as a red card? As you see, it's very split in the comments.
So when we originally discussed it, I tried to play devil's advocate a wee bit and maybe lead you down a false sense of security. I think it's a red card. I do. And I can't really add too much to what you've said, CJ, because I would love it not to be a red card because he doesn't actually make contact with the man whatsoever. But I think if the referee does not brandish him, if he doesn't brandish him with a red card, it does advocate that type of challenge going forward. And if somebody does lunge in they're out of control, such as Cosgrove was, and we could go maybe it's a leg break. It's a terrible attempt. Although I think Cosgrove's, he just let his ego get the best of him there. Maybe he's thinking, and do you know what? I love that for a player sometimes. See, when you're up against the odds and you're going to a team where you're supposed to get beat. I love a player who's willing to set the tone. But you need to know when to do it. And that's what he's trying to do. He maybe thinks he's trying to prove something to his teammates there, trying to whatever. But it's a very selfish tackle, in my opinion. It's a tackle that he doesn't need to make. because I think that he can actually take the ball, he can be clever about it, and if he takes the ball in that position, I think Ayer rushes him, he goes down, and I think it's a free kick. So I think Cosgrove has been very selfish here. Although there's no contact, he's out of control. I've got to say that it's a red card. There's been another shocker of a tackle that we're going to go on to. But if that one is the red card, although that was way worse, it was a similar kind of tackle, you know. But the only difference was the other player was actually in the way. Yeah,
definitely, mate. I think it's as soon as you go in that space, especially when your lunge studs up, you're always going to get sent off. I know they've even appealed the decision as well. We should obviously speak about that. Like Aberdeen have actually failed to appeal that decision. Now, do we think there's any chance of getting this overturned for the red card? Gogs?
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. And I've seen that it's going to get fast tracked to Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So if it does get overturned, then Cosgrove can play on Thursday and Boxing Day. But it shouldn't.
I kind of agree with you, William. I would have actually liked to see that red card for the challenge, because it could have, like, I know it's a horrific challenge, but also booking the boy for faking injury and everything like that. Like that would be nice. Like, because you'd never want to hear like fannies like winking and everything like that and laughing at the boys he's gone off the park. Like that's shite. But again, we'll go for there. I don't think there's any chance, like not even a slim chance that that's ever being overturned. In my personal opinion, that's just no way. I mean, I first seen it, I was like, oh yeah, basket. And then I seen another angle, I was like, oh, he's got the ball, but no, red card for me all day. But again, I'm not going to say it's going to change the result. I'm not going to say Aberdeen were robbed because they were beaten. Celtic were roasting them rotten, chance after chance. I didn't get how many shots. Did they get near, was it 25 shots or something in the game?
Yeah, Aberdeen had 2 shots, 1 on target in the game. So they never really done much.
No, I feel like instead of like looking at the red card, maybe looking at an excuse for that, I think the Aberdeen fans should be looking at Ash Taylor and being like, what was he doing? Like the 2 goals, like even before that, before a couple of minutes before Julian scored the first one, he had the exact same run and he hit the bar. Volley, everything the exact same. It's the first 10 minutes of the game. Ash Taylor gets beat then. 3 minutes later, gets beat then for the goal. He then gets beat completely out of position for the second goal because it gets drawn away. McKenna tries to cover for him. That is one of the worst defensive displays I've ever seen. Like every highlight, if you watch back, Ash Taylor is completely out of position.
I must say, I think the first goal is pretty unlucky, but he lets him go away. I mean, it's no good for the defender, but I think in terms of the finish, it's relatively lucky because it takes a deflection and it just kind of trickles in. For the second goal, I think that my blame's more on the midfield, to be honest with you.
Lewis Ferguson should be putting pressure on.
I think Ayer was formerly a centre midfielder, obviously, so he does have a wee bit about him on the ball. They allow him to come in, they're not expecting it, and he's away already. And as a result, due to him progressing, he bunks it in, and it's just 6s and 7s at the back. They're panicking. I think it's Ash Taylor that tries to go tight on Edward. He bunks it around the corner to Christie because somebody's rushed Ayer, and before you know it, he's in and he puts it in the net as well. So I think the midfield has just got to be better there, and that comes down to as well Aberdeen's shape and McInnes's preparation. So maybe look at that as well. McInnes loves an excuse after a game as well. We all know that.
Didn't even get started on that. But there's other things we want to talk about. Obviously, we mentioned the Kennedy dive earlier. You've obviously got the Christie dive that he was booked for. Do we agree with the decision for him to get booked? You saw the reaction from Joe Lewis. He's away grabbing him and telling him to get to, Ski. For me, it's a clear dive. Agree with the referee. Pathetic dive for Ryan Christie there. He's got that in his game, which is obviously shite. But because he is a good player, he doesn't need to do that, man. It's horrendous to see. But another one I want to talk about very briefly, because I don't feel like it's getting spoken about as enough, is the Joe Lewis save on Edward. There's a cutback. Edward rattles it.
From point blank,
Oh my God. Like, if they'd have got a point for that, people would be talking about that save. But because Aberdeen got beaten, there was a red card. That's a phenomenal save. Like, unbelievable save. I mean, we talked about the Brophy miss earlier on for it. Edward does everything right, but Joe Lewis not only gets a hand to it, he ends up throwing and saving it so strongly, goes out for a throw-in. Fair play for Joe Lewis.
Lewis is a top goalie. He's a top goalie.
Very, very good for him. But again, Celtic, another home game, another home win, and they continue to march on. It'll be interesting when they finally play away games. So that'll be interesting to see. But
there was also the situation that I think we should talk about. It's another good talking point where nobody else has really spoke about it, but I'm sure we could talk about it. It's an instant. Maybe the people watching haven't even seen it. But CJ, I think your quote retweeted it on Twitter, so if you want to fire over there and have a wee look at it, it was the Griffiths stamp on Lewis Ferguson.
What a surprise.
There's a lot of Aberdeen fans that are not happy with this, and they think that this should be getting looked at as well. And I'm just, what your guys' opinions on that? Is that read?
Well, everyone in the comments, if you haven't seen what we're actually talking about, if you go on my Twitter, it's @CJNovo92. It's the last thing that I've been quote tweeted, so you can actually see that and give your opinion on it. For me, it's a clear stamp. I think it's dirty, and he's such a wee dick. Mind, we all ken his that, and let's not beat around the bush here. He's an arsehole, right? It's a clear stamp. The referee completely bottles it, and then I don't know. It's you can.
I just think
I don't like him, but
I don't understand. I don't understand why it's not getting spoken about within other outlets. Well, obviously, but I just, it's not right. It should be a talking point, and a lot of Scottish football is about all the fans, so a lot of the Aberdeen fans are really unhappy about this, but it's not getting reported. It's not getting reported at all.
Yeah,
could have been a different game.
It's not even on the highlights. See, if you go on the SPFL official highlights, they show every single foul. You've got Lewis Ferguson's foul, you've got Cosgrove's foul, you've got this foul, you've got was it McKenna's foul, was it Ash Taylor's foul? They've got all the fouls in, but they didn't show Lee Griffiths clearly stamping on the Aberdeen defender. Why? Strange. Gogsy, what's your thought, mate? You're a referee here at the SPFL show.
Well, in my opinion, I was watching the Tottenham Chelsea game yesterday, and if we're going to have consistency in football,
I can mean.
Son got sent off for kicking out at Rudiger, and if we're going to have consistency, Griffiths effectively did the same thing, although he did kick or stamp on his boot, and it's just a case of he should be sent off, but because the intent is there to injure him.
I agree.
But of course, it's just going to be swept under the carpet along with everything else.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything summed up for that. Everyone in the great comments, I'm just reading through every single one of them. They kind of all agree that it's a clear stamp out. He's getting away with murder. But it doesn't matter. Someone actually he doesn't play all the time. So even if they ban him, it doesn't affect him. But that's the kind of job he's in. He gets brought on when the game's already won, already done and dusted, and he gets applauded for kicking it and stamping and just gets ignored. But anyway, let's move away. That's a sewer taste in Scottish football. We're obviously here to try and have fun, but there's clearly something wrong there. But he just gets away with murder every single time he does anything wrong. But that's the way it goes. He'll still be promoted in the Scotland kits, even though he's a long interest in history. But we'll move on to the next game, and we'll go to yourself, Gogsy, rather than myself, because I've obviously talked about it in great length. It's going to be the Rangers game. So, Gogsy, let's hear about what you think about this one.
You win it. Right. So, of course, Kent capitalised on an error for Marciano to open the scoring after 4 minutes. I don't know what Marciano was trying to do, but he should have just shot. He just tried. He should have been putting it to Rosette, and then he just fucked it. Then Aribo made it 2-0 4 minutes later. After honestly, it was a fantastic sweeping move for Rangers. He did a wee 1-2 with the boy on the right.
Ryan Jackson, boy on the right. You mean Ryan frickin' Jackson? All right, let's not make that mistake.
I can't remember who played on. I know Ryan Jackson doesn't play on the right.
He's everywhere. Okay.
The boy covers so much ground.
He does. Good save.
But I want to say Aribo's finish was top class. The way he just guides it into the top corner it was
majestic.
Fair play. It was a sublime finish. Of course, Defoe made it 3-0 just after half time. In my opinion, that's goal of the game. The way he takes it down, beats the guy, and puts it off the post. It was a great finish. That's his 5th goal in 3 games against Hibs. And then Porteous got sent off for a reckless challenge on Barisic, which is no question a red card in my opinion. And do you want to talk about the bottle throwing incident as well?
Mate, I'd rather talk about the football first, to be honest.
Yeah, let's keep it with football, and then we'll also speak of that fan.
Okay.
The Scottish game.
Because it was a tremendous performance for Rangers.
Yeah, that was so softly said.
I'll quote Aragon and say, "What say you, CJ?"
Oh, nice, mate. I like it. I've kind of summed up, actually kind of back up what Div said there, and I think that's something I said in my recap as well. There's going to be a lot of people bringing up the red card, there's going to be a lot of people speaking about the Hibs fanny that threw objects. But what people aren't speaking about is how fantastic Rangers played at Easter Road, which is always a difficult place to go, especially for the Old Firm. We played them off the park in every single aspect of the game. We wanted it more, we chased more, we closed everything down. And again, a lot of people's given Rocky Marciano a wee bit of crap for the first goal, but it's all down to the pressure and non-giving up for Joe Aribo. So you've got to give credit to him as well, because if he's lazy, if he doesn't want to track, if he doesn't want to run hard, that's a simple kick away for the goalkeeper and he's got time. But Aribo sprints him. The goalie doesn't expect it, gets caught. The finish is brilliant, by the way. It's not as if he had a tap into an empty net. He's hitting that outside the box first time. So let's not say it's an easy tap-in for Ryan Kent. The second goal, as you kind of said there, Gogsy, just summed up everything for Rangers. Fantastic play. But also on the other end, you've got Hibs, which I don't think is getting spoken about enough, that Ryan dickhead. He just absolutely nails Jermaine Defoe off the ball. During the second goal, if you watch the second goal back, he just comes in, isn't interested in the game. He's only interested in hurting folk. He just comes in when Defoe's facing. That could have been a serious hang. You could have, like, a concussion or anything, because you see the way Defoe actually rattles the ground.
It's a penalty, isn't it?
It's a penalty all day.
A penalty and a red card, to be quite honest, because it's off the ball and it's towards his face and he's lifting his hands. But Aribo puts it in the net, so he kind of gets away with that one.
He does get away with one, but again, the referee should be stronger, because if he stamps that out right there, the fanny's no potential injuring BB later on in the game, and that's where a lot of the problems are. The officials aren't strong enough in the Scottish game. But back to the football sort of side, Joe Aribo, when he hits that, I love the fact that he's already celebrating. The second he hits that, he's running. He doesn't even wait to see, and I just think that kind of sums up. He's been phenomenal since being moved out on the right. And like you said, Gog said, Jermaine Defoe, I mean, what do you say about him? You give him a half chance.
That was a great finish.
The touch is phenomenal. But Dev, I've already made like a 13-minute video. I want to hand it to you. What was your thoughts on the game?
I was just buzzing watching it, to be quite honest.
It was good, wasn't it?
You're always nervous. You're always a wee bit nervous and apprehensive going into these games. Morelos was missing as well. So there's question marks there for a lot of people, whether Rangers can cope without Alfredo Morelos, because he is so prolific. He is definitely our best player, 1 or 2, I'd say. He's outstanding, but Rangers were class. We were brilliant. And I think sometimes the negative always gets spoke about, so I'll quickly address maybe the Porte situation, from my opinion. A lot of people actually think that this boy's got a future in the game, that he's got a big future, and that he's got a good player. And listen, he does have some talent. He's decent on the ball. He's no bad, but he needs to eradicate this from his game. He's only 20. I think he's 20. He's a very young player. He's been warned already for tackles like this. We can remember ones versus James Forrest, Koulibaly. Very terrible tackles. He needs to eradicate it for his game, because it's embarrassing. It's disrespectful to his own fans as well, and his own teammates, because they could have went on to get pumped 6-7-0 and it'd have been humiliating. So it's embarrassing. He needs to eradicate that for his game if he's going to get anywhere in the game. But onto the actual football, I thought it was brilliant. That's why we all tune in to watch, because we love to see games like this, especially if it's the team you support. First 10 minutes, Ross got it all wrong in the first half. We've praised this guy a wee bit for coming in, doing all right so far with Hibs. He's a good manager, but he thought that he could play the same system that he did versus Celtic, and it was just absolutely rinsed. It was rinsed right for the start. I mean, we get a wee bit of good fortune, but it's an amazing finish for Ryan Kent, who's also been under a lot of criticism about his performances, his price tag, is he no living up to it and stuff like that. What a finish. Outstanding. And then the Aribo goal, what can I say about that? Great sweeping move, as you said, Gogsy. And I think it's a tremendous finish for a guy who's in fine form. Joe Aribo might have just found his position at Rangers. I don't know, because he's playing really well in the right wing at the moment. He's definitely up there as top 3 players in the last so many games. And then the second half, he changes the system. He takes off Kimberry. He takes off Stevie Malin. They have a wee bit of a bounce, but then Rangers, Jermaine Defoe just go, oh wow. Honestly, Gerrard says after the game, enjoy it, because he's not going to be about for much longer. And I enjoyed that. I
enjoyed it. That was delicious.
It was glorious for Rangers. The only maybe negative you can see is that we never went on to score 4, 5, 6. But listen, the job was done. It's if you go there and you beat an 11-man Hibs 3-0, you're very happy. And I was. It was a great game. Enjoyed it.
Definitely. I think that's where the majority of the focus should be. It should be on the football, should be on that. And you've kind of summed up, Gogs. You've done a very good job as well, mate. So shout out to Father Gogsmith. But Unfortunately, lads, we need to change from talking about a good football and display from Rangers, where they dominated Hibs in every aspect, to once again the same section of the stadium that's not only thrown objects before at St Clair, where it was a bottle of Buckfast, I believe. It's the same section where they confronted Tavernier last year. Yeah, that was last season, wasn't it? Yeah, it was last season when they were in the park. Exact same section. They've had 4 or 5. It's not just versus Rangers either, by the way. There's been Celtic. I believe there's one versus Hearts as well. There's been an incident in the same stadium. Continually the same section. Yet, have you seen the security there? Like, non-existent. They're more interested in keeping Rangers fans basically locked in a cage in their side of the stadium, rather than the same section that continues to embarrass Scottish football by throwing objects. And it's not as if they're throwing, like, I don't know, like, do you know how they were laughed out with the pie and everything like that, which was embarrassing, by the way. That player should have been, that fan should have been charged. You stop it there, it gets stopped. But they laughed that off. The media thought it was funny. A couple of weeks later, they're throwing glass bottles. Like, is it still funny? Is it still funny that a pie was thrown? Is it?
No, it's not funny. I think the pie's the Cosgrove tackle, and the glass bottle is a Porteous tackle. To be quite honest, if you want to summarise it, you need to punish both. You do, and it was embarrassing. It really was, and I must say, it's obviously not all Hibs fans. It's not all Hibs fans that are doing this. A lot of the Hibs fans are going to the matches to just enjoy their team get pumped. But this one just couldn't take it. Borna was just on fire yet again. He's just, oh wow, unbelievable. And they couldn't handle it. The fact that he was down injured as well, and he's thrown on a half bottle of vodka towards him, and it's pretty close, and it comes back. I think it came from 30 rows back, I believe it was recorded. And the fan has been identified. So Hibs need to act in the right way. And yeah, that's my take on it.
We spoke about the stadium last year, guys. I don't know if you remember on the show, but they said they were putting like CCTV footage and all that. They were going to do this because there was like 4 or 5 incidents. Then why is it still happening? Why is it still able to happen? If they're putting all these security places in last year, something needs to be done about that stand, man. It's broken. Again, it's not every fan, but there's clearly a section of that fan or a couple of people that's there that's not been punished before, that just continues to drag not only the Hibs fans out, but the entire Scottish football down. But again, the only positive about it is the Hibs fans are as shite as the Hibs players, because the aim was dreadful. They couldn't get nothing on target. Bonabir Barisic was lying there for about 4 minutes, and about 4 or 5 objects completely missed. Sums up.
That's it. I know we're highlighting the glass bottle because it's a terrible thing to throw towards that player, but there was a lot of stuff thrown at him. And there was also obviously something thrown towards Alfredo Morelos the week previous at Fir Park, which was a Bovril. So sorry, boys. It's embarrassing. Listen, the players are on there to do their jobs, and there shouldn't be objects getting thrown at them at the end of the day. There just shouldn't be, and I hope he gets his comeuppance, that prick.
Yeah, definitely. I think they have that. Like, they've not really put too much words in, and I think the fact that they've not came out with a statement kind of says that there is legal action being taken. Because if they came out right away and said this, and this, then you'd say, right, like they're obviously just going to deal with them themselves. But the fact that they're being very, very quiet, they've only let us know that it's been identified. I think there is going to be something more serious, and rightly so. It definitely needs to be done. It's embarrassing for the entire league as well. But again, I'm not going to really finish on a sour note. What we should remember for this game is Rangers were a fantastic away performance at Easter Road, outplayed Hibs in every single aspect, and that is what you should take away from the game. I think we all agree very briefly that was a red card, yeah? Like,
yeah.
It was a shocking challenge.
It's a shocking challenge, and again, he's letting his ego get the best of him. He's trying to prove something.
And it's impressive to have an ego when you're shite. You know what I mean? That is impressive.
You need to prove it with your feet in the right way, with the ball at your feet and actually making something happen. He had 60-odd minutes to do it, and he was jack shit. So it's even more embarrassing that he's resorted to that. It's a typical kind of behaviour for somebody who just can't take it in a pish.
And we're not just talking about one incident here. I think that's why it needs to get looked in, because like you said, he'd done a very dirty one on James Forrest that was completely late and in behind last year. Remember what he'd done to Koulibaly. Koulibaly was never the same. We were talking about this guy, this. He nearly broke Koulibaly in half with a shocking challenge, complete lunge. And there was another one. I can't remember what the 4th challenge is, but it was absolutely...
It was on an Aberdeen player, I believe, CJ.
Was that?
I think it might have been McGinn or Mackay Stevens. But it was also
I think it was
really
Mackay Stephen. Yeah, it was a completely shocking challenge. So he's got it in his game. So some needs to be stepped out now, or they'll just continue going until he does break someone's leg because he's a fan.
If I was Jack Ross, I wouldn't let him touch a jersey for another 3 months. How's that one grab you with man? No, I'm being serious. Put Darren McGregor back in there because there's no much between them.
I'd rather have McGregor, to be fair.
Put him back in there. Don't let him touch the jersey for a while until he's able to respect it and respect his own teammates because that was embarrassing. It was dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Fair play. And I think everyone in the comments, just by scrolling through, thank you so much, by the way, for everyone firing in. And it's also great to see so many of these have a conversation with each other, which I genuinely couldn't be more prouder about. It's great to see the community that we've built here, but everyone's agreed that it's a clear red card. So that's what's going to be talking about is all the games of football. Now we're going to get to some goals of the week, ladies and gentlemen. I think this one should be a pretty easy one because I think there's about 2 or 3 ones, so it's going to be interesting to see where we split. So let me know your opinions down there in the comments. And I'm going to start off for once. Now, I was going to go with the Hamilton first goal because I genuinely really love that goal. But there is absolutely no way I'm not picking the Joe Rebo goal, especially when Ryan Jack assisted it. Let's be fair. We were all going there. We all knew.
He's a delicious man. He just really is.
Oh, Ryan frickin' Jack. Honestly. My God. What a man. The best number 8 I've ever seen. That's going to be my goal. Joe Rebo. Div?
I'm going to go with Mikael Miller.
I knew it.
Just to change it up then. I think it was just outstanding the way that the ball was fired into the other boy as well, and he was able to lay it off to him. First touch, bang, it's in the top corner. When the pressure zone as well, no for the Hearts players obviously because they couldn't care less, but for the actual relegation, the matter of relegation, and he just sinks it top bag. Well done.
Definitely, mate. Especially the build up, the moves. But I feel like I came where Gogson might be gone with this one, but I might be wrong. But anyway,
what's happened here?
Oh, we're back in. We're back in the mixer.
Gogsy was trying to send us.
I do not know what happened there.
We just changed places, Gogsy, mate. So it was just
You've been promoted.
Aye, I've been relegated, boys. I don't know what to say.
Hey,
the last show of the year, and I've been relegated. So
just like Hearts, you've gone down. But anyway, Gogsy, maybe tell me your goal of the week, mate, because I never heard it.
My goal of the week, I would love to say Jake Carroll's goal at Kilmarnock, but because it was a goalkeeping error, I have to go with Defoe because just the way he takes the ball down, gets it past his defence and puts it bottom corner. As a striker, I appreciate it finishing like that, and I can't not go with it.
I knew it, but I copied it.
I saw in the corner of my eye in the comments that you'd said Defoe. I was like, oh, you bastards.
2 for 2, mate. 2 for 2. Right. And there's a lot of people coming in. Aldo writes in Aribo 100%. Merry Christmas, Scotsman. Shout out to Lord Shackland there. I know.
Scott Cazzo says that Gogsy's Wi-Fi is contagious.
I know.
It's cutting people off.
It's Lapland. I blame Lapland.
I think, right, fair enough. People's actually giving Motherwell's free kick a wee bit of love there. That's interesting. Jermaine Defoe comes in from Adam. There was a lot for Miller at the start. I know there's been a lot of comments come in for there, so Miller's got a way back up. But I think we all agree with that one. But right, let's go to our 5 players of the week now. So I can get at least a little bit of heat in my Chinese. That came 25 minutes ago. So we'll start off with the 5 players of the week. And Gogsy, since you've been promoted, Sam, who are you going with?
You actually got me that, CJ? You fucking traitor. All right. That's fine.
Right, so number 5, I've gone with odds on Edward. Number 4, Joe.
No, right, cut him off.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck, man? Relegate the boy.
Oh.
Right, on you go, Gogsy. Come on.
Let's go with Joe Aribo, number 4.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Number 3, Mikael Miller for a goal and assist. Number 2, Mark Gillespie basically won us the game. Yeah. And number 1, Lyndon Dykes.
The Dykester. Nice. Devaniel.
The Dykester.
I've got Mikael Miller, number 5. Scotty Arfield, number 4.
Oh, I knew it.
I'm going to give Carroll number 3, just because it was a big goal as well. He's got to hit the target. Defoe at number 2, because he's outstanding. And I've got to give Big Dykes for number 1 with a hat-trick. He just can't get anybody else. I don't think I can anyway. Well done, big man.
The big man does it. Right, at number 5, I went with Frimpong for Celtic. I thought he was very, very good once again, very attacking. Number 4, I went with Gillespie for Motherwell. I thought made fantastic saves, especially two late on in the game. One for Broves, where it looked like it was going in all day, but it's not only saved it, but he palmed it out. So give him some credit for that. Number 3, I went with Miller for Hamilton. Again, goal and assist that you said. I thought it was outstanding. Number 2, I went with Joe Aribo, and it could have genuinely been Joe Aribo, Ryan Kent, or Ryan Jack, but I went with Aribo. I just think that's fantastic, especially brave when he was getting kicked up and down the park as well. Still had the quality. But number 1, it has to be. He scored a perfect hat-trick. It's the big man.
It's Big Dykes.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it. Jamie Wright.
On you
go. Jamie Wright and Ryan Jack, Joe Aribo, Ryan Kent, Defoe, Scotty Arfield. Not biased. Definitely not, mate. Look at how you would say that. James Hunter goes Aribo, Defoe, Kent, Jack Morelos. Not biased. That's weird. There's just 2 non-biased there in a row. Has anyone wrote anything else? Let's see. Loving the spec stuff, someone says in there. Will Brad writes Jack, Aribo, Defoe, Dykes, and Bonnebear, Barisic. That's what we love to see. And True Blue 72 writes Morelos. To be fair, you're probably right, even though he didn't play. But anyway, that's it for the players of the week, the goal of the week, the breakdown. Now it's time to get to the old predictione-ons. And Daniel, do you mind taking us down again for us?
Absolutely. We've got an Edinburgh derby. It's going to be the first kick-off on Boxing Day. Hearts, Hibs, Tynecastle, can Stendo bounce back? I'll go first on this. No, he can't. I don't think he can. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Hibs. See, what do you think, mate?
I mean, write that down again, mate, because I've gone for 2-0 Hibs.
2-0. 2-0 to Hibs. Wow.
I think Hearts will talk shit.
I would agree with that.
I'm going to have this as my 0-0 of the week.
That's a good shout as well.
Edinburgh derby as well. Whoa.
It's a decent wee shout.
Decent there, I like to see that.
No. Go 0-0.
Cammy McFarlane writes in 2-0. C Skills HD, shout out to the Brilliant Blue. He goes in 3-0 to Hibs. Adam writes in 3-0 to Hibs. James Hunter writes in 3-3. Don't know how. Neither do we. Scott writes in 3-1. And the last one comes in from Stacey Devlin, and she writes in 1-1. Next game.
Aberdeen Livingston. This is a decent wee one.
Physical.
Livingston coming off a dominant performance. Cosgrove will be missing as well, probably. I would assume. CJ, what do you think is going to happen in this one, mate?
Nate Cosgrove. So that means they're going to play that Curtis Main up front, and no. So I'm going to go with Livingston surprise win here. 1-0 Livy. Big Dykes.
Gogsy, you know a lot about Main, Gogsy. So can he inspire an Aberdeen victory here? What's your prediction?
Absolutely not. We'll go with a 1-0 Livingston win as well.
You going 1-0? Listen, we'll go with a full house then. Why not? We'll agree since it's the last show. 1-0 to Livingston with Big Dykes.
On the Livy.
That's it.
Counting on them.
We're on the macaroni.
Livy.
That's what we're having for Christmas dinner. Wolf writes in 2-1 to Livy. You've got Andy Taker also going 2-1 to Livy. You've got Aaron Frew. I can't even pronounce that properly. I would really apologise. He goes 1-1. Is it? No, comes in from Owen Kelly. Armstrong writes in 3-2. Aldo McNaught writes in 0-0 for me. And Luke O'Hara goes 1-0 to Aberdeen. So he's actually in reverse what we have. Next.
All right, the next game. 2 very, very exciting football teams. I'm not going to lie. Some really talented players touted for big things in the game.
Yeah,
Can you guess who it is? It is Hamilton St Johnstone. Gogsy, what do you think?
Nailed it.
Again, very betting both to lose. Go 2 each draw.
2 each draw. You think that St Johnstone will score 2 goals? All right, fair enough.
Somehow.
I am going to go for a 0-0. That's my 0-0 of the week. Come on. Let's stop beating around the base here. Come on, let's do this. 0-0.
This is my 1-0. I'm giving a 1-0 Hamilton victory for this.
Wow.
I think that Miller's going to step up again, have too much pace, and get in behind, score a wee delightful tap in.
Nice, mate. That'd be very high. Owen Kelly writes in postponed, which is great. C Skills writes in 0-0. Kerr writes in 0-0. James Hunter 0-0. Lauren Shanklin we got 0-0. Luke O'Hara goes 0-0.
Oh wow.
Have you ever seen some? Aaron writes in 0-0. Alan Chalmers writes in 0-0. But there is some other. I mean, you've got one there. Chrissy Ladyway 2-0 to St Johnstone. So, wow.
Jeez,
what an exciting game for Scottish football. Everyone is really buzzing for that one. Right, next up.
The next one is St Mirren Celtic. I actually
Oh, away game for Celtic.
An away game for Celtic, so they're no used to this. I've got a funny feeling. Listen, I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to be this or that. I actually think it's going to... This is my 0-0. It
happened before last year, didn't it?
Yeah, this is my 0-0, mate. So, any use, take the floor.
Right, I'm not going to be biased either when I say this, but 3-0 St Mirren. No, I'm joking. I think they're going to come off with a slow start. There's either Rangers or Celtic always come back for like a hanging, so I'm expecting it to be a frustrating game, but I'm expecting St Mirren to come away. So, 1-0 St Mirren.
Good, I like that. Delicious.
It's gonna. Can I tell you how the goal's going to go in?
Go for it.
It's going to be a goal kick for Fraser Forster that's going to bounce off the big man up top and somehow loop over Fraser Forster's head and go in.
It's going to chip Fraser Forster basically.
For 58 yards out.
And he's on his line as well. Forster's actually on his line and it lobs him. I think that can happen. Going off of Obika's track record. Gogs, what do you think, bro?
I'm going to go with 2-1 win for Celtic.
That's embarrassing. We're all supposed to be on the same page. You've got a promotion.
We are.
As well, and you're going with that. It's embarrassing. It really is.
Can't even look at him. I genuinely. You're getting demoted against son. Dev, you're back up, son. You're back up. William Bryson, 0-0. You've got Seaskill going for 2-2. You've got Owen Kelly 3 yards off, CJ. I know. Jamie, 98 racing 3-1 to Celtic. And Jam Stu racing 1-1. Right, and last one.
It's two more. There's two more. There's Gogsy's mob. Gogsy's got a long trip up there, the Highlands on Boxing Day. It's Ross County versus Motherwell. Gogsy, why don't you kick us off? Give us an analytical breakdown of how this is going to go.
I don't even know if I'm going yet. Buses are shit.
Buses are shit. I hate buses as well, mate. I hate buses.
Oh, I know.
Buses are just pricks.
I
hate buses.
This is my optimistic self saying a 2-0 win for the Well. Goal in each half.
By the way, I think that's a first I've heard you predict that on the show. I'm not going to lie. I can't remember another time you said that we were going to win.
We're doing very well against the teams we should be beating in inverted commas. So I think we'll continue that.
But that's always been a downfall. That's actually always been a downfall in Motherwell, though. They don't beat the teams they're supposed to beat. So see if you can beat those teams. You've got a good shout at getting yourself into third.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just keep this one short and sweet. Well won. 1-0.
I'm also going for a well win. 3-0.
I'll have to take
3-0. Happy New Year, Gogsy. That's for you.
That's for you, son. Seaskills, however, goes 1-0 Ross County. So that's back to earth. Adam goes 3-0 to Motherwell. Wow. Bang it up. Aaron goes in 4-0 to Well. What's happening here? William Sam, I believe that means that Ross County wins 1-0 because he's put that on the left hand side.
Yeah.
And Ewan writes in 4-0 to County. Right, on to the most important game.
Oh, long awaited home game for Glasgow Rangers.
Oh my God.
And we will play the Killie Pies.
Ooh.
Yes. I'll kick off what's the word? Proceedings. My brain just farted dramatically there. I'm going for a 2-0 victory to Rangers. I don't think you would have seen a defensive a team as defensive as what Killie are going to show up. I think this coach that's come in, he was there with Clark. I think he's just going to put 11 men behind the ball and hope for the best. And it's going to be dreadful to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But 2-0 to Rangers. CJ?
Well, actually, I've got a wee bit of information for this one, ladies. As it's like Christmas and stuff like that, we're actually going to be doing the prediction tomorrow instead of the day before, just because of the way Christmas is. So you're actually getting a day early. So I'll see you tomorrow with my prediction video instead of Christmas. I'll be back then. So, aye.
So, aye.
You thought I was going to give you that there, didn't you?
No, I knew you weren't. I thought you were actually going to say there was going to be no prediction show. And the people were going to be...
I would never let the people know.
It was going to be anarchy, mate. You know?
I would never let the people down. I will see you tomorrow.
It's going to be fucking Rodcots, the lot.
Christmas Eve. Uploads. Let's do it. And Gog, say what you thinking for the game, brother?
Well, Kilmarnock couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat.
Oh, well.
I'm going to go 1-0 Rangers. Because they'll just sit.
I'd have loved it if you went Feldon a well. Like, see if you just started setting up, that'd have been brilliant for you. Because of all the well.
No, mate, it's not. It's not down the well. It's up the well. Come on, play the game.
Hey, well,
never.
I like that. But anyway, we'll read out a couple and we'll finish up. So Aaron writes in 55 now to Rangers, very ambitious. At least 56. Exotic writes in 5-0 to Rangers. Lawrence Shanklin, probably him because he supports Rangers as well. He goes 2-0 to Rangers. You've got Rob Wilson writes in 4-0 plus versus Kelly. True Blue 72 writes in 5-0 to Rangers. And the last one we'll read out comes from Robert, and he writes in 6-0 to Famous. So there it is.
Boysies, what is your goal of the year? Give me it quick, why not?
Goal of the year, Adam Hamill. Halfway line volley, St Mirren.
Oh, delicious. Gogsy, what you saying?
David Turnbull against Dundee. The cross came in, he volleys it. Keeper saves it onto the bar, then left peg, first time volley into the top corner.
Glorious. I'm going with Danny Mullen, St Mirren, St Johnston, 27th of April 2019. Left foot volley from outside the box, top bag. What a goal from the boy.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to finish up now because I want some scram, going to be honest. I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. I want some food, ladies and gentlemen.
Smell the salt and chilli chatting.
It's literally been 40 minutes now, lads, but who's counting? I want to just give it back to yourself, Gogsy. Maybe tell them where they can find you on the internet, mate.
On YouTube at Gogsy99. We're nearly at 8,000. We're a few hundred away. And on Instagram at GogsySan.
San. Shout out to you, mate. Hopefully you hit that target over the Christmas break. And Daniel?
Here we go.
YouTube.com/sharpdiv. Sharpdiv on Instagram and sharpdiv7 on Twitter.
And as always, I've been Sieging Over 92. Thank you so much for watching this week's SPFL show. We will see you next year, ladies and gentlemen. So from everyone on the SPFL show, I think it's fair to say have a very good Christmas and a fantastic new year. And we'll catch you then. But this is the great part. I've just gone slow.
Happy New Year. You know that.
Wait
all
for
the
it.
best.
See you next
all the best. Right? All the best. Right for the start.
Aye.
Right for the start, right? Right
Bye.
into the
Right for the start, boys.
If in doubt,